In the book of Song of Songs, the beloved is encouraged to follow the tracks of the sheep. Basically, there's this whole situation where she's aware that she's neglected her vineyard. She is somebody who hasn't perhaps thought about her own emotional needs and needs to be looking out for those, but also trying to pursue the lover. And she's encouraged this whole thing when she's asking the question, where do you graze your sheep at midday? Like, where do you hang out? And she's encouraged to follow those tracks where the herd animals are going along certain paths. So what are those well-trodden paths that God is calling you to follow? Here I am with some of my newfound friends here, some of the goats in the Cotswolds, and they certainly know where to go after the grass, and sometimes they're also calling out and letting each other know how they're doing and how are we doing, how are we following the tracks that God has laid out for us. And what about those people who've gone before us? What about those people who've pursued the things of God in the past? Those well-trodden paths that we need to be looking out for. What about those? Perhaps there are people who've gone before you, gone ahead of you, and you can be inspired by their walk with Jesus and by their writings and by their thinking and by their example and their experience. And this is a great opportunity this month, August, to consider the paths that others have gone, reflect on those people who are writers of spiritual classics, those who've mentored others, those who've been inspiration to others. I pray that we'll be freshly inspired by the example, experience, writing, and well-trodden paths of other spiritual greats.